Oh yeah, that guy in the buck and shoot, that was totally me. Yeah, so that footage is from 2013 in Granby, Colorado. I don't remember the horse's name, but I actually won that rodeo with that ride, so it was a good time. So yeah, I was just going through some of my old footage that I have stored up, and I found a bunch of footage of back when I was rodeoing pretty hardcore. I guess it kind of plays into everything else, you know, everyone's going through that nostalgia end of a decade thing with the new year. Happy New Year, everyone, by the way. So this will just be some footage of me riding ranch broncs, and then I got some pictures of me bullfighting, a few pictures of bull riding, and yeah, some more bronc riding pictures. I don't really have any video of me doing any other events besides the ranch bronc, just mostly because at the time I was really poor and couldn't afford a good video camera, and it was in the time before everybody had really good cell phone cameras. So I'm gonna play a little bit of footage.
Next cowboy to go. Solomon Griffin.
You stay down right there. I'm videoing over your head.
Here we go.
Come on, Solomon! Yeah, baby! Oh shoot, I got your camera. Oh, we went too far away on you. He's still going. Woo!
But yeah, that footage right there was about on par with about as good of the footage as you were going to get on a cell phone. But I didn't really get any, I don't really have any pictures of me bull riding much anymore. Most of them I think were all hard copies, and over the years I just lost them. So I guess there's something to be said for just having digital copies of everything, but like I said, I was pretty poor at the time, so didn't really have a lot of fancy stuff. But so at the turn of the last decade, yeah, I was a full-time cowboy. I was working on several ranches. I was training horses full-time and rodeoing, so kept me pretty busy, and then, you know, trying to fit hunting in between. But that's actually where the name Diamond Z Outdoors comes from. Is the Diamond Z is actually, or was, my brand for like cattle brand, is the Diamond Z. So I just kind of brought that over for Diamond Z Outdoors. So that's actually where the name comes from, because that is a question I've got several times.
Got himself in the saddle, got a hold of the rope, he leaned back, and here we go. This is the one where he can hang on with both hands, and it's a good thing.
So a little bit about me back then. I was a lot younger. I was a lot skinnier. I mean, yeah, look at those mean pythons I was packing. Freaking guns. Holy crap. Yeah, I looked like I was like 140 pounds. I mean, I was probably a mean 150 pounds, but yeah. Look at those arms. I think my forearms now are bigger than like my biceps were then. Rough. of the wrecks I've been in, and obviously bull riding and bullfighting would both be about the most dangerous. And I don't really got any good pictures or video of that. I could tell you a couple of really good wreck stories, but I'm gonna try to keep this video pretty short. But I do got this gem. This is pretty damn good wreck here. We had the rigging on my saddle actually blew out as on this big powerful Bronc, and I just got absolutely shit canned. The photographer who took this picture, she was just in the right place at the right time and perfectly captured that saddle, and I'm still sitting in it just riding it out. I don't know, I love this picture. It's definitely probably one of the best pictures to come out of my rodeo years. And then in 2013, which was the last year that I did any rodeo, and it was right before I joined the Army. This next video I'm going to show you was the only horse I bucked off of that entire year. And I did it right at the semifinals as we were kind of really jockeying for position going into the finals.
About 68 for Dawson. Let's go, Kevin.
Here's Sparky. Okay.
Coleman is with it. Big enough. He probably is, and that's the name of the horse on for the Cowboys. There's the Hopper M16. We're running down here on the insert. Coleman with it. Hey, that's a good person here already. Hey, come on, everyone!
Yeah, that was a pretty tough landing. I landed smack right on my base of my spine, and yeah, that was a pretty sore ride. That was up in Sheridan, Wyoming, and the next day I was up in Fraser, Colorado. So this next ride is actually the very next day after that last crash landing.
One more thing, my friends. If you can please keep your kids off of the fence, keep on feet and hands outside of the arena. Please keep your kids off of the arena. You have to deal with mom and girl, you know, unfortunately, please be happy. You want to have fun? Go home happy. That's right. Let's go to sleep with the kids.
So I just about lost it over the front. I was holding too much rein, and she took her head from me, and it seemed that I almost got pulled over the front, but I was able to slide her some line. Then once I slid her some line, she just kind of started running. We were just still kicking a little bit, mostly running. I did end up winning that rodeo there too, but it was just mostly because I got lucky, and I was the only one that covered that night, so I guess sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But it was nice getting a little bit of money repaid after that trip up to Sheridan, because when I headed up there I was coming up out of Midland, Texas, and it's a bit of a drive from Midland, Texas up to Sheridan, Wyoming, just to get bucked off like a fat girl. So I rodeoed hard for probably about 5 years, and it's crazy that like that's all that I really ended up with. You know, I have more, especially bullfighting photos, but it's just like more the same picture. But just kind of this going back in time for a little bit, and looking back was a good time. Fun one to note is this is my original Facebook picture when I very first started a profile. Look at that bad boy there. Yeah, he's posing pretty hard. If Tinder had been a thing at the time, imagine that probably would have made my Tinder photo too. No doubt thought I looked really good. So imagine how that Tinder profile would read. For real, advice I can give to anybody who's looking to get into rodeo, or maybe you've been rodeoing for years or whatever, is get lots of photos, good photos and video, because like really at the end of your career, that's kind of all you really end up with is the photos and the memories. You know, your paychecks, they come and go, buckles come and go, but you know, it's kind of the memories you make while you're doing it that really makes a difference. So anyway, yeah, that's my look back on nostalgia from the last 10 years, focusing on the rodeo side. I suppose I could probably make one of these about hunting, but I don't really have any hunting footage from back then, so unless you just want to see a slideshow of like hundreds of photos of me with dead animals, I don't think there's any point. Well, thank you for joining me on this nostalgic trip down memory lane. I hope you enjoyed it, maybe learned a little bit about the Diamond Z and why there is the Diamond Z in Diamond Z Outdoors. So if you liked the video, if you would, give us a like below and subscribe. We're trying to get new videos up at least once every 2 weeks, but yeah, there's a lot of work goes into it, so we're doing the best we can, but can only get bigger, right?